Hi, I'm perfectly fat and fit. Can I be honest? Sometimes the hardest part of any health journey is not starting, it's continuing. Because motivation is fun in the beginning. You get the new workout clothes, you have the fresh groceries, Pinterest level ambition. But what about Wednesday when you're exhausted? The week of your hormones being completely wild, progress feels slow, the season where life just feels heavy. These are the moments of what matters. Not when motivation is high, when quitting feels just easier because everyone feels like quitting sometimes. What's the difference? Some people decide to keep showing up anyway. Nobody talks enough about the middle. Not the exciting beginning, not the dramatic transformation photo, but the middle. It's where the repetitiveness is just active. The part where the scale stalls, energy is fluctuating, life is getting a little chaotic, and results feel slower than expected. That middle is where most people quit. Not because they're incapable, but because they thought progress would feel a little bit more exciting. But real transformation looks a little boring. It looks like drinking your water, going for walks, getting your protein in, going to bed earlier, repeating these simple habits again and again and again. It's not confetti, no like dramatic soundtrack, just consistency. And honestly, that part, it just matters the most. Quitting usually sounds quiet. It sounds like I'm going to restart on Monday. This just isn't working. Well, I've already messed up and maybe my body just will never change. But feelings are not facts. Again, feelings are not facts. Just because progress feels slow, it doesn't mean that nothing is happening. Roots grow underground first, and some of the strongest transformations happen before you can physically see them. Your body is adapting. Your habits are changing. Your mindset is shifting. Even if that doesn't sound dramatic, it's really happening. Slow progress is still progress. In Galatians 6:9, it says, "Let us not grow weary in doing good, for at the proper time we will reap a harvest if we don't give up." Not if we're perfect, not if we never struggle, if we don't give up. This verse applies to health. It applies to marriage. It applies to motherhood. It applies to healing, faith, any kind of personal goal or growth that you have. Sometimes growth feels hidden, but hidden doesn't mean absent. So keep planting, keep praying, and keep showing up. The harvest is just going to come later. This week's strong finish is this. When you feel like quitting, shrink the goal. So don't skip the workout entirely. Maybe we just go for a walk. Don't obsess over losing 30 pounds. Just focus on today. Don't try to fix your whole life overnight. Just make one good choice. What is the next good choice that you can make? Because momentum loves movement. Even a tiny movement, especially the tiny movement. So practical examples could look like drinking your water, eat your protein, get outside for 10 minutes, stretch instead of skipping movement completely, do a Pilates class, prep just one healthy meal instead of planning out your entire perfect week. Small steps still count. So if this season feels slow, if you're tired, and if progress feels harder than expected, this is your reminder. Don't quit. Rest if you need it. Adjust if you need it. Cry in the pantry if you need, but don't quit, because the woman that you're becoming, she's built right here. Not in the perfect moments, but in the faithful ones. And friend, you're probably closer than you think. If you're ready for support, accountability, and a plan that actually works in real life, my next 6-week round is starting on June 15th. And this is for women who are tired of starting over every Monday, the extreme plans, the burnout, guessing on what to eat, and that feeling stuck in that all or nothing kind of cycle. Inside the program, you'll get 6 weeks of focused workouts, macro-based nutrition, coaching, accountability, a really amazing community, and support for your hormones, energy, and your strength goals. No perfection is required, just consistent steps that actually last. Because you don't need another quick fix. You need support, strategy, and a sustainable way forward. So do not give up. Just make one small change. Before you give up, actually don't give up. That's not an option. Just make one small change. Just get your water in, do your strength workout, go for a walk, get some sunlight. And if you need extra support, reach out to me in my DMs, and we'll see you next time.